This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Well, hello, everyone. Okay, great. Welcome. My name is Elizabeth McQuaid, and I'm going to be leading you through a beautiful meditation called Calling It In Meditation. This meditation came to me when I was in meditation and it kind of got channeled through, and I thought that it would be a really useful tool for people who are ready to call things in a really aware state, and they want to co-create with the universe and not just bring stuff in for the sake of it. And you want to do some healing and releasing and making sure that what you're bringing in is really ideal for you at this time in your life. So yeah, I'm quite excited to bring this to you guys. It won't take too long. I think about 20 minutes to get through the first. If you want to do more than one item you want to bring in, you totally can, but it'll take about 20 minutes for me to explain it, and 10 minutes for me to explain it, and then 10 minutes for the first part of the meditation. And then if you want to stay on, we'll do another 10 minutes for the secondary item if you want, so choose. So basically, I'll just bring up my little notes here. Okay. All right, so first thing I'm going to get you ladies, I'm just going to give you a little idea of why we're doing this. So the purpose of the Calling In meditation, it's to be more of a active co-creator and healing any blocks that might be keeping us something from us. It's really important to realize that there's like a divine timing for things, and that also corresponds with our vibration and our lessons learned and our healing. And so with this calling in, we're taking back the power of our attention, and we're putting it on things that we want to experience and create and connect and participate in and know. I just want to give you a little example of what not to do. I know it's not good to focus on what you don't want, but in this case, it's good to kind of be aware. So I know prior to the meditation, I sent out a little message to you guys saying, if you had time to tune in, take 10 minutes, put on a timer, tune in, and just really connect your higher self and your heart. What one or two items that you really want to connect to and call in that's for your highest good. So, and why that's important to do is we can like want something really bad, but it might not be what we should be focusing on, or might not even be healthy and good for us to bring in. And I'll give you an example of that. I went to a lovely event several years ago with this local medium, and she told about a story just like that, kind of a cautionary tale, where she was explaining she at one point in her life really wanted to be a certain weight. Let's just say it was 125 pounds. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to become 125 pounds. I'm going to, and she just kept focusing on it. She put it on her vision board. She was chanting it in mantra. She was doing all sorts of things. But she kind of had never checked, is this maybe for my highest good? Is this what my body wants to do? Is this a good time for this? So she forced it to happen. And it happened because we're all powerful creators. We can make stuff happen. But what happened was she ended up in the hospital and then she became 125 pounds after she was in the hospital for a while. So she shared this lesson. I'm really grateful that she shared it with everybody, because it's kind of stuck in my head. Like, we have to be careful what we want to manifest. And it's good to kind of check in with the universe and our higher self. Is this really the highest good for myself and my path and the plan my soul made for me before I was born? So that's the little cautionary tale. And then also one thing to also take into consideration is divine timing. So like, for instance, say relationships. I know if I think about one time, I was dating someone and they said, it's a good thing you didn't meet me 5 years ago because I wasn't the same person I am now. So it's about divine timing. You kind of want to meet someone or have that thing come into you, and it's divine timing. And the other thing that's good to remember is oftentimes the things that we're wanting are wanting us. And that's a really lovely thing to think about. And if you think about different things in your life, and depends kind of also too, like, I know there's things in my life when I think, oh, I did that thing I wanted. It maybe didn't go to the extent that I wanted it to, but I did get to have that experience, and something in me wanted to have that experience, maybe for my soul growth or my understanding, or maybe something that I shared with someone else, who knows. But we never really know fully why we want things sometimes it's societal programming, sometimes it's, people telling you should want that or you should do that or have that, but sometimes it's just a yearning or calling. And then one thing it's important too is we're going to put the caveat on it is that when we're asking for anything today, we're going to say a couple things, and I will prompt you when we're doing it, but we're going to say first this or something better. And then we're going to ask what we're calling in, that it comes in only if it's for our highest good and is brought in at the perfect time for us. So we're kind of doing, we're putting little checks and balances in place on our creation today, because it's important, I think. And so one of the things you can think of today, or anytime you use this recording or use this technique, you can think of it like an active and energetic vision board. It's like a portal for us to give our valuable attention to. And the last point I'll make before we hop into the meditation, there's a lovely book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And this is the companion book, but it is really great. I recommend, if you feel drawn to read it, you should. But there's one point that popped out in here for me, and I think it's great for this, very suitable for this talk we're doing today, is about attention. And in his book, he talks about there's two types of attention. There's the first attention. So when we're born and we're a child, we don't really have control over where we put our attention generally. We are either learning from other people or we're going and learning stuff. Those are kind of the two ways we have our attention going. But as you get older, you have a choice to where you put your attention. And I'm sure, as we all have noticed, being adults or even kids in this life, there's always things, people, places that want our attention. Social media, our teachers, our parents, our friends, our partners, our the crises that come up, neighbors, everybody's wanting our attention, cats, animals, pets. So it's good to take that back sometimes, because of course we have responsibilities and we have things we have to do, but there are times when it's really, you don't want to be 80 and go, oh, I wish I'd done that. It's a really good idea. I kind of do this with my life. I go, oh, when I'm 80, will I regret doing that, or will I regret not doing that? Because I find that's a really good metric. So in this case, it's really important and good for you guys for doing this today, to set aside, half an hour of your time to just actively put your attention on something. First, check and see if it's the best for your highest good, and then work on bringing that into your reality and into your experience. So good on you, ladies. And feel free to share this with people you think would find it useful as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to just take a moment and get yourself comfortable, and I recommend sitting for this and not laying down, just because it is quite active, but you could get quite relaxed. And if you're laying down, you might miss the boat. So what I'll get you to do is, if you just want to sit comfortably and take a couple nice deep breaths. And if you like, you can start to close your eyes and get into a slight meditative state, and maybe focus your awareness either on your heart or your forehead. And I'm just going to lead you through a quick prayer of protection and connection. Then I'm just going to do a little grounding, and then we're going to head into the exercise. So we should be done. Yeah, we should be done this in 10 minutes, and then we'll probably have another couple minutes to do it again the second time. And then we'll have a little chat afterwards. Okay, so if you feel like it, you can repeat after me, but you don't have to. I'm just going to do a quick prayer of protection just to surround the space, give us a nice safe container for us to do this work. So before I do any kind of energy work, I always do a prayer, because it is a wonderful, amazing universe with lots of things in it, and we want to set ourselves up for success. So just take a couple nice deep breaths, and if you like, repeat after me, or you can repeat it silently in your head. We call upon God, Goddess, Source Energy. We call upon the benevolent archangels and ascended masters. We call upon Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Ariel, Uriel, Raphael, Sandalphon, Metatron, and any other benevolent archangels that wish to assist at this time that's for the highest good of all involved. We call upon the benevolent ascended masters, Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and any other benevolent ascended masters that wish to assist at this time. That's for the highest good of all involved. We ask for divine protection, guidance, support, abundance, and freedom for ourselves and our families and all beings. And then you can go, I call upon my higher self. I call upon my angels. I call upon my guides. I call upon my benevolent ancestors. We call upon the elements that assist us. We call upon the animal, plant, and mineral kingdoms. We call upon our beautiful Mother Earth, the magnificent sun, and the universe. And we ask that whatever happens before, during, and after this session be for the highest good of all involved. And we ask that this session be easy, enjoyable, accurate, efficient, effortless, evolutionary, inspirational, love-filled, abundant, and fun for all involved. Right. And also what we're going to do now, after we said that prayer, we'll just make sure we're nice and connected and grounded to the earth, because of course everything in our reality that's physical comes from her. So we're just going to visualize a tube of white or gold light coming from your tailbone, going straight down, down, down. And if you like, as far as you can go, and if you like, go straight to the center of the earth. And then as you breathe, just feel that beautiful Mother Earth energy flowing up your grounding cord and up your legs, up through your knees and your thighs, up through your buttocks, flowing up through your core of your body, through all your organs, through your chest, through your back. Some of that energy flowing down over your shoulders, out your arms, through your fingertips and palms of your hands. And also more of it flowing up your neck, all through your face and down through your hair, and also flowing out your head like a little fountain. So we're sitting in that beautiful earth energy. You can just breathe it in. It's quite lovely. And to balance that, we're also going to bring in that beautiful source, God, goddess connection, whatever you want to call that. We're bringing that in through the top of our head with a beautiful tube of white light, and seeing that flowing down through our face, through our neck, back of the head, through our shoulders, some of it going down through our arms and hands, out the palms of our hands and fingers. Seeing that flow through our back and through our chest and through all our organs, down through our hips and buttocks, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, feet, and toes. So now we're sitting in that beautiful space between earth and spirit. We're connected to source and connected to our Mother Earth. So just take a couple minutes to enjoy this energy. And it blends beautifully. It's almost like we're sitting in a beautiful torus shape. And that's one of the reasons why we're such amazing creators. We're a force. Humanity is quite a force, and we create a lot because of how we connect with Earth and how we connect with Source. We're kind of like a perfect creators in that sense, bringing spirit into body. Okay. So again, it's just a reminder, it is good to realize that sometimes the things that we are wanting to create and bring in are wanting us as well. And our main purpose is to be here, is to live and to create and love and experience things. That's our main experience. But now we're honing in today, and we're going to quickly, we're going to do a little bit of just a double check. And I know some of you muscle test, and if you don't muscle test, we'll just do a quick little check. We're just going to ask that the thing that we're wanting to bring in today, so that first item you were thinking about today to bring into the calling in meditation, we're going to ask that it only comes through if it's for our highest good and at this perfect time. And if it's not the best for us, we ask for this or something better. And the universe and our higher self always know what we've planned on our soul level before we've incarnated. So there's like a general outline of what you're hoping to achieve in an incarnation. from what I understand. And by us doing this meditation, we're saying we want to be more of an active co-creator with the universe and our higher self, and that we're open to receive guidance and inspiration and support. So prior to this, we'll get you to look at your two choices. Just take a moment to connect with your higher self and your heart kind of visually. You can see that person, the higher self above you, and just feel your heart. And I'd like you just to visualize in front of you the thing that you're wanting to call in. And if you muscle test, just muscle test, is this thing that I'm wanting to call in for my highest good? And if you don't muscle test, just ask that thing in front of you to show you a yes, and then show you a no. And you'll do two different things. And then you say, is it in my highest good to bring you into this calling in meditation today? And then you see what you get. And you may hear a yes, you may hear a no. So if that works and you know that it's good, we're going to proceed. And if it didn't work, try your second item that you brought in today. Try a yes, no on that and see if it, and muscle test it, whatever you do, to see if that's a yes or no, if you should bring it in for your highest good today. And then you could also just ask it, if you don't muscle test, show me a yes, show me a no, and have it show you if it's for your highest good to bring it in. And if you didn't get neither of those for whatever reason, say people are listening after the call and they're like, oh, neither of those were a yes, then you're just going to ask the universe to bring you what you need. And you don't know, maybe you don't have an idea of what it is, but you're going to just use this meditation when we're doing it. You're just going to visualize this container of things that you need that the universe is going to bring you, and see it come in. So you might not have a specific item that you're going to be bringing in if you got no for the first two things you brought in. But you're going to just see this beautiful container of beautiful things that are coming into that are for your highest good. So it's kind of like a surprise basket, if that makes sense, if you fall in that third category. All right. So now, while we're still in this beautiful space, with your eyes closed, we're going to basically, first step, fill your cup. We're going to fill up your cup and help you feel good so that you can move forward. So I'd like you to visualize your aura like a beautiful oval that's about arm's length wide and goes well over the top of your head and well under the bottom of your feet. And you're going to see and feel your aura filling with this most beautiful love and light. See it filling up slowly or quickly. And it's just swirling around you in a beautiful energy. And you can feel sparkles, and you might see different colors of golds and pinks and blues, greens, whatever colors you're seeing is perfect. And as it swirls around, it's clearing out any emotions or fears or insecurities or doubts. And you watch them kind of go out your grounding cord. And it keeps swirling and making you feel good. It fills up different parts of your body, clearing away any congestion. Just feel that beautiful energy filling your cup. You may even also hear sounds, and you may hear high-pitched frequencies. You might hear different tones. Whatever you're bringing in and it feels good, it's perfect. And just also be aware of the edge of your container and where your container ends and the rest of creation begins. And now we're going to work on our focused intent. So first off, you're going to visualize, see, or feel the thing that you're wanting to call in being in front of you right now. Because we're in the universe and everything is truly connected, you are already somewhat connected to that thing that you're wanting to call in, or you wouldn't be aware of it. Then we're going to ask that the things, experiences, relationships of people that we're calling in today only be for our highest good, and that the things we call in are either what we ask for or something even better than we can imagine. And we ask that they come to us at the best time for all involved. And if these things are not in our highest good, or we ask that something better or more appropriate and what our higher self and soul wishes for us and comes to us, and that those pathways are healed, open, and flowing. So now see yourself connected to the thing that you're wanting to, with either a beautiful cord of white or gold light. And that thing in front of you, just notice if it feels far away or feels close, or where we're starting off with. And what you're going to do is you're going to thank the universe for whatever lessons you've learned by not having that experience up until now. And you want to thank the universe and release any experiences, any blocks or sadness or emotions regarding not having that experience, to be gently and fully released to the light. You can almost visualize them just kind of being pulled up to the light. And you can visualize it everywhere around your body. You can just visualize anything that's kind of blocking you, or any emotions or sadness about not having it, just leave to the light. And then we're also going to ask for healing, some beautiful healing energy to go anywhere it needs to in our body or our energy field, from the front, backs, and sides of us, to anything that's within our knowledge or not in our knowledge, say any cycles of karma or dharma or service for the highest good could be released. We ask anything that's no longer for our highest good be released. Say in a past life you took vows of chastity or vows of poverty, and if they're no longer useful to you in this incarnation, we ask that those things leave you now. If you've had past lives where you've couldn't see or couldn't hear or couldn't do certain things or have certain things, we ask that those old patterns, if they no longer serve you, be released from your energy field and your body and cellular function now, in a beautiful and gentle way. And we also ask that any outside influences or interference that's not for the highest good, that is blocking you from calling in these items, be released and dissolved and sent to the light. And that any pathways that need to be cleared and healed be done so with beautiful light, so that this item or items we're calling in today or in the future can come to us much easier, in a beautiful ease, and grace, and divine timing. And then you can just ask for a beautiful, quick healing for your connection between you and the thing you're calling in to be upgraded, so that you are being upgraded and this thing that's coming to you is being upgraded. So there's a beautiful frequency match between you and this experience you're calling in. And now you may see it starts to almost meld into your field of experience and the field that's around you. Just take a couple nice deep breaths and thank that thing for coming in closer to your field. And then take a moment to ask if there's anything, ask your higher self and source, if there's anything in this experience that's coming to you that you need to release, or ask if there's anything that you need to do to help these experiences come into your experience, or if there's anything that you need to know. And then ask the universe to support you, to bring you the things you need to not only bring in and keep and sustain this experience for as long as beneficial to you and your incarnation. And then you just want to say a thank you to all the energies involved in bringing this new item that you're calling in into your experience, or the upgrading of it. By you doing this, you're bringing in more light and love and beautiful experiences, not only to yourself and enriching your life and the lives, but you're going to be enriching the lives of those around you and the planet by you living your fullest experience. So it's not selfish to ask for beautiful things to come to you, because then you're enriched and then you have more to give and more to share. And you're more of you, more of the authentic you. So just enjoy the feeling that you're feeling at the moment. You know, you can thank yourself and the earth and for the experience. And you can also ask for continued growth and supportance and guidance as this item and you continue to dance and grow and change and have experiences together. And know that what you create today is a very active prayer. And with carefully thought out intent, you thanked past experiences, you healed parts and pathways of this experience so it can come to you. And you brought it into your field and you've asked for support from the universe going forward. And you're thanking the universe for its current and continued support in this co-creation. So that just sums up basically what we did in the last 10 minutes or so. Great. And so if you want to bring in something else, we'll do this meditation again. We'll just go a bit more quicker because we won't do the preamble, and you kind of have that you're in the zone now, so we won't do that. We'll just put that thing that you've called in. It's going to be working through your field, but there's room for more. We don't have to just do one thing. So if you want to do another thing and you have time to, what we're going to do is, again, we're going to bring up that second experience. So in front of you, you're going to visualize that second thing you're wanting to bring in today. It might be related to the first thing that you want to bring in. It might be something totally different. And you're going to, again, see it just outside your field with this lovely golden energy. And even though your cup may feel quite full, we're just going to, again, ask the cup be topped up and full of gold, beautiful energy and light and love, so that you're feeling full, but able to receive. And then we'll just thank that item or thank the energy of the universe for the lessons we've learned by not having that thing in our experience. We thank and release all those, any blocks, any emotions, sadness regarding not having that experience that we're looking to call in. And then we fully release that to the light. See those blocks or sadness or emotions leaving the body. And then we ask that whatever we see in front of us that we're calling to bring in, we ask that it only comes into us if it's for our highest good and this or something better, and that we receive it at the perfect time for our soul's evolution. And we ask for any healing from the front, back, and sides of us, from anything that's within our knowledge and without our knowledge, any cycles of karma or dharma, and that it's only for the service of the highest good that it comes in. And then we also ask that any outside influences or interference is cleared and sent to the light, and that any pathways that need to be healed, cleared, or repaired be done so with that beautiful light that we're working with today. So that item that we're calling in and we're calling into experience could come into us much easier in an inspired, beautiful, and graceful way. And then just feel that energy of that experience coming towards you. Feel it merging with your field and finding its appropriate place in your experience. Knowing that you don't have to keep this and the one we did prior item always in your awareness. You can just let it go and trust that as things unfold, when things are needing to be brought to your awareness in regards to what you may need to do to bring those things in, it will come in at the perfect time. It's like we bring it in, but we also release it. Kind of like our breath. When we breathe in, we receive what we need from the oxygen and the different gases we breathe in, and then we breathe out and we release prior breath that we don't need anymore, that we've used to be recycled again. So this is kind of like we're taking it in, we're letting it go and do its thing. We're letting the universe bring in what it needs to bring in, people's, places, things, opportunities, supplies. And then we breathe out and we start to create if need be. And just enjoy that feeling of bringing in that new or upgraded version of what you're wanting to call in. Ask it if there's anything, ask your higher self, the item itself, your heart, if there's anything that you need to know or be aware of or do to call this in. Great. So just as a final message and wrap up, we'll ask if there's any final images or anything else that you need to know, receive, feel in regards to images, thoughts, and words for any part of your life at this moment, either relating to or not relating to what we called in today. Great. So now gently bring your awareness back to your body. Start to maybe wiggle your hands and feet. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. And know that you've done some amazing work today. And look forward to the creations that you've called in to see how they evolve and unfold in your lives going forward. Thank you.